I buy super ugly mobile homes and they make me a ton of money. So, I'm going to share with you some of the things that you're going to start looking for when you start connecting to mobile home sellers, homeowners, people that are living in these mobile homes in trailer parks. And so, I'm going to give you some examples of a house that I bought, very ugly. I'm going to show you a couple of examples of market homes that I found on Facebook Marketplace and give you examples of what it is that you're going to want to look for when you're just starting off in your mobile home investing journey. So, if you're brand new to this channel, my name is Steph, and I've been fixing and flipping mobile homes in trailer parks since 2019. And I have students all around the country who are learning this low budget, super profitable house flipping strategy. So, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out videos like this one every single day, teaching you guys how to do this in your area. So, let's get into, and I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see a couple of the homes. And people ask me all the time, why would you buy that home? When you're starting off, I want you to start looking for homes that nobody else wants. Okay. Nobody else is going to want this home. Nobody else is going to see the potential in a home like this. Most people would go running the other direction if you saw a home like this and you would say, what in the world? How are you making money with this home? So, I teach you guys how to be profitable, how to run your numbers for profitability, how to find these homes off market. This particular home I bought, it was an off market home. The people that lived in it were moving out, and my contractor happened to see their moving truck and went up to them and said, did you sell this home? And he said, no, we're moving out today and we don't have a buyer for it. And my contractor said, oh, I've got a buyer for you. So I connected with that homeowner and made a deal, bought this home off market. So I'm going to link for you down below a video on how I get all of my homes off market. Excuse me. So I recommend that you watch that video because that is honestly the number one key to your profitability. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Is getting your homes off market. So the uglier, a lot of times, the better. So don't be afraid of a home that looks like this. You're going to start training your eye for profitability. And this is why in the beginning, I really feel like it's important for you to jump into your market, jump into each of the mobile home parks that are in your area and get familiar with what is there. What do homes look like? So I look at this home. This is how I bought it. This is what it looks like. And I could see that this was a potential home for somebody. If it was fixed up and it needed a bit of fixing up, that the inside of it was pretty clean. It actually did not need a complete overhaul on the remodel inside. It did need a lot on the outside. This home in particular, as you can see, I knew that if I painted it, I fixed it up and made it look pretty, that it had a lot of life left in it, and it could be a great home for someone who wanted something that doesn't look like this. Okay, so what we did to the outside of this home, that porch on the left side there, it was like screened in. You can't really see that well, and it was just janky. It looked super, super yeah, it just wasn't good. The porch itself it's obviously like a covered porch. The porch part needed a new roof because it was like leaky, so that got replaced. I took out all of the screen on that, and we redid all of the paint on it, put up new, like, the pickets in between the rails on it. In fact, I don't have an after picture of this one pulled up for you. So just a second. I'm going to pause this for a second. I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you the rehabbed version of this. Okay, here are the after pictures. So you can see there's a huge difference and we just cleaned it up. That porch, we got it so that we just cleaned that all up. And had to do a lot of painting and stuff like that on the porch. We added like all of these pickets all the way around because it didn't have that. And then obviously we painted the exterior of the home too, added in just a really simple landscape here. I didn't want to do a lot on that. So you can see that it is still obviously a single wide trailer, but the person that bought it from me, she was a single mom and so excited to buy something of her very own. She had been renting an apartment forever and ever and ever, and did not have the means to continue to rent because the rents were going up crazy, and the mortgages in my city are my average house price in my city is $500,000. She couldn't afford a mortgage like that. So this worked really, really well for her. The inside was beautiful. We redid all the inside. So this is an example of an ugly home turned really, really pretty. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples of Facebook Marketplace homes. So when you're looking around for Facebook Marketplace, a lot of people start looking on Marketplace because you can find for sale by owner homes. I do not love this strategy for finding deals with huge fat profit margins because they're typically listed at a discount, but they're not going to be the best deals most of the time. So I'm going to link for you down below my off-market my off-market strategies. So make sure you watch that video next. Marketplace is okay, but it's not the best. Okay. But when you're looking on Marketplace, I brought up a couple pictures of examples of things that you should be looking for on Marketplace. You want to find something that looks like it's run down. Don't look at homes that have already been rehabbed. You're not going to have any profit there. In fact, it could have been another investor or flipper that already got their hands on that thing. So those are going to be the rehabbed or, newer looking homes. Those homes there's no profit in there because they're probably trying to sell it for close to retail price. So don't bother with those. Look for homes that look like this one. And then here's another example. Is another example of one that looks like it needs some TLC. So I'm going to link that video down below for you. So go watch that one next, and I will see you in the next video.